Thank you very much for joining us in our first ever battle report for the Swords and Sake channel. So I'm excited to bring you this first clash with my good friend Nick, using his freshly painted Eco Rebels, which we recently ordered from the Grey for Now Games website. We will be playing the linked campaign from the main rulebook, beginning with the first clash scenario, which has both heroes face off in a duel over insults said near the entrance of a shrine they both wish to pray at. Each player's objective is very clear: cut down their rival hero and have their followers scatter to the forests in fear of your retribution. So crack open a beer and join us for some bloody sword and sake action.
Okay, Nick, thanks for coming up, mate. We're going to do this. It's a long time in the making, us playing Test of Honor on this Test of Honor day. The sake will come out later, of course, over lunch. But until now, we better get into this, get underway, mate, with our very first, part one, isn't it? Scenario one of this campaign we're going to play for Test of Honor for Swords and Sake. So, mate, tell me all about your warband you're taking today, because it's all brand new, isn't it?
It is, yeah. This is pretty much everything I bought recently from Grey for Now Games. It's basically Renyo, Keeper of the Gates, as the main hero, and two mobs of Eco Rebels.
Right.
One's with spears and the other's with katanas.
Okay.
And then a musket, Sohei musketman of my own in resin. That makes 11 points, which isn't very much.
Yeah.
That's what the first clash is.
That's it, the first clash, indeed. Now, so Renyo, he comes with 2 cards.
Okay, yeah, so Renyo is kind of a bit of a special and unusual type of chap, because he's basically got 2 built-in skills. One of them, Beloved Pacifist, is unique to him, and it's the one that basically forbids him from making any charge or shoot actions. So he's a pacifist, not just by name, but actually in the game. But instead, that skill allows him to give a kind of a boost to believers within 6 inches. And all of these warriors are believers in this force.
Yeah.
And the other thing he's got, which is not unique to him, is a skill that allows him to use his action to give an action to somebody else once per turn. So he's got 3 actions as a hero. So maybe each turn, someone near him will be doing his dirty work for him.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's not going to do much else, is he? So,
no.
That's good. All right, mate. That's great. That's the Eco Rebels, and we've got more rebellious Ashigaru here, because I've sort of themed it around a deserter, a bunch of Ronin that are led by an armored samurai hero.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice looking footsore miniature, actually. I don't know if Paul Hicks had his hand at this one, but I really like that one. It's really lovely. And some Perry miniatures here from their excellent range of samurai. So we've got Ashigaru Bowman, Ashigaru Yari with the spears, and then we have another profile that's available from Test of Honor's free downloads, which is basically a Roman marksman. I took him because he's got a higher damage on his attack, but he does have a lower Test of Honor, so like 2 dice that he can throw.
Yeah.
But we'll see how he goes with his profile. And that's basically it. We'll go into setup and deployment, and when we come back, we're ready to see who goes first and which hero we get to cut down first in first clash. So deployment has been done. So we've got the marksman and the archer in this forest, or bamboo forest here, with my hero all in the sanctuary of a forest. You can't actually see the hero here because he's within an inch of the bamboo forest, but those can be seen and seen out of.
Yeah.
And then you've got your Eco Rebel group here, and they're just 2 the same group.
But one's got spears and one's got.
of course, sorry. Yeah.
Counts as katanas, but they're
Right.
exactly the same stats.
Okay, and your pacifier there. Pacifying himself, and then you've got the
The marksman.
marksman behind the peasant levy.
behind the peasants. After you guys.
So being the first clash, it's basically...
You're actually going behind the... Did you mention?
I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't actually mention them. Sorry, mate. Yeah. So I thought I'd just do something a little bit tricksy and put the spearmen here in the sanctuary of the forest and behind the shrine, so they can come around and do a bit of a tricksy maneuver there. We'll see how they go. But the objective here is to kill the other opposing hero to win the game. Okay, now all our order tokens are in this bag, brought to you by Crown Royal Whiskey, which is wonderful stuff. And so if you've never played Test of Honor, your order counters for your troops, so on each card you have stats. And here, this symbol here with the fan is the order, how many orders you have. So your troops generally have always 1, and your heroes will have 3, and your companions will have 2. So he'll have 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and equally on the other side for Nick, he has 6 orders as well. So we put them all in the bag, and we just draw them at random. Okay, as Nick deployed first, he gets to draw first.
A follower.
A follower. Okay, nice.
I think I'll just go crazy and run forward.
Yeah, why not? Go for your life.
Take caution to the end.
That's it.
Okay, over to you.
Yep. I've also got a follower. That's nice. So I might go with my archer and then just shoot them.
You can move as well if you want to be limited.
No, I won't move.
Okay.
So, because I think I'm within good range here too, because I think within 12 I get 3 dice to throw at you for damage. Yep. So they've got 3 attack. Okay, so in this instance, I rolled 2 X's and 2 swords, which means there's not a success and it's not a fumble. If I rolled more X's than swords, it's a fumble and something bad happens to me. If I roll 5 or more swords, it means it's a critical hit. Okay, but nothing happened there. Okay, so you're lucky there, mate.
Yeah. So my turn to take a counter.
Yep, over to you.
Another follower.
Oh, all right.
With a question whether the heroes are in the bag. Well, probably not.
And Nick's gone to liberty of making a wonderful katana ruler.
With the 6-inch move. Yeah. I'm going to move them to there, actually. It's a weird thing to do. So it's a 6-inch move, but it was like...
Yeah, okay. Now I drew a fate token, which means... Now, normally it means you draw a card, and you got like a skill card you can allocate to your heroes and companions, but for the first clash, they don't do anything. So basically just... It goes straight over to my opponent. He gets to draw again.
No, I've got a character. I can't reach these guys, but I can reach these guys.
Yeah.
So I might use my order to give these guys a move order.
Excellent. Very good.
A friendly follower within 6 inches to take an action instead.
Another fate.
Oh,
so I drew the second fate. There are 3 fate. Now, when I draw the third one, it means it just ends the round.
Yeah. Oh, and so that means I can use it, can't I?
Yep. So characters generally have 3 activations.
Yep.
So let's see what Nick's going to do now with his pacifier.
I think he'll make a
dash. Okay.
What's he facing?
It's hard to know. Okay. Finally drew a hero.
Not a hero.
So get to activate my unarmored samurai this time. Okay, so because he's in the bamboo forest, he has to move cautiously.
Well, he doesn't have to move cautiously. He can only move 3 inches.
I'm going to move cautiously anyway.
You've got no ranged weapons. It's not like you can do it. So you can move. So
I feel safe now because, actually, his Teppo hasn't actually fired yet.
No.
But he's got a cautious token on him, which means he gets a free evade.
Yeah.
And I still have 2 more followers to activate, so I'm going to take the chance.
Yeah, move out of the forest.
And move out of here. It's your Teppo, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can't, because you can only move 3 inches and shoot, so hopefully he hasn't got enough maneuverability there to draw a line of fire to me. Okay, so I drew another character for my hero out in the open. So I'm going to make a cautious move again towards this group here. So basically,
Which way? Like straight ahead.
just towards the group, mate. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Character. Yeah, he's just going to stay there cautiously.
Yeah, we'll follow up.
Yeah.
Hey. I might go with the marksman.
Yeah, okay.
Well, range is not an issue. I can always measure that anyway.
Yeah,
I think it's 20 inches.
Yeah.
So plenty of range.
Yeah, well in range.
And it's not going to affect the damage because damage is always going to be
always
4.
4, yeah.
Let's just blammo these guys here. That is a critical hit. Musket. Fast shot.
Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. Fast shot. So that's...
-1 dice that targets a void roll.
Oh, I didn't have an avoid roll anyway.
Okay.
On the skill route. Oh, actually, you get an extra dice, didn't you, because of the group?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's good. I need that because I've rolled.
No, that's for the strike, not for the damage.
Oh, okay, not for the damage. Okay, well then, it only does a blood drop because I've inflicted.
Oh, hang on, but you get an extra dice for these guys being unarmored.
Oh, unarmored. Then I get an extra dice. No, damn it. Okay, so in this case, I haven't done any. Like I haven't killed anybody, but I put a light wound on them. So.
Should we put this on the...
Yeah, put that on the basement. That's
not
fine.
on the...
So any future damage rolls get an extra dice, now having inflicted a wound on them, a light wound.
Character.
Oh, cool. So Nick has drawn all 3 counters for his hero. He drew another counter, which means it reverts back to mine, as he cannot activate it, which is really good for me. And I'm within charge range of these guys, these wounded guys, and I'm going to charge in.
Okay.
Ha! And it removes the cautious counter. And then we get to slice you up. So he's got 5 strike roll.
Right.
Which is very high. So I rolled a critical.
Yeah, it's on the weapon,
Katana.
It's a katana, yeah.
So it's katana, deep cut.
Okay.
If attack results in a light wound, roll 1 die for every sword causes 1 extra blood drop.
Yeah.
You should kill him off.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
that's a critical on the damage.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. And damage. Follow up. Free charge action.
Yeah.
If no enemies are in range, move up.
So what I understand with the group is because you've cut one down, we remove the blood token.
Yeah.
We lose a guy.
Yeah. And then they go back an inch.
Yes.
And then I get to follow up again.
Yes. That's right, yeah.
Which is beautiful.
But also, do I have to take a test of honour for...
Yeah, I think you do, actually.
Well, I think actually only the group does. I think when groups lose a... Only that group loses.
Right, okay.
It has to take a test of honour.
Right, okay.
So I think we do that first. Just my base 4.
4, okay, still pretty good.
So you passed it. I got 1, 2...
So you need at least 3 swords to pass, so you passed it.
Yeah. Means it's back to your free charge.
Free charge in, and we do it again. Yes, that's 3 swords.
Okay.
So then we go into getting an extra 1 dice, isn't it, for this unarmored?
For unarmored, yeah.
So down to 6 dice damage. Yes, that's another critical.
Another critical, so you're going to get another attack off
this. This is wonderful. This is exactly how test honor should work.
Okay, so lose a guy. That's another test of honour. But first I think I have to move the inch back, but this guy's blocking. So do you know what happens when a guy's...
Well, don't you just remove them off the base now, the multi-base now?
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So that's a good point. Oh. So he's going to move an inch back then from there. Now he has to take a test of honour. And he's passed, critically passed.
He's critically passed.
You
can't critically pass the test of honour. I'm closer to your pacifying leader now.
Yeah.
Won't be long.
So 5 dice. Oh, this time you didn't do it.
Okay, so I've got 2 swords and 2 crosses and a blank,
yeah.
Which means that it failed to do
bounce
anything.
Off an inch back.
I bounce an inch back. So it halted his very wonderful array of slashing and hacking. Okay, that's the final fate. So that means it ends the round. We put all the tokens back in the bag and we start again. And coming back for turn 2. Okay, let's start turn 2, or round 2. follower. Well, I might also have the archer try to shoot your. Oh no, I'll take a test of honor test of wits, I think, to shoot behind to try to target your pacify leader. No. Okay, so
he has to shoot the nearest guy.
He's going to shoot the nearest guy, which is this group here.
So that's +1 for a group.
+1 for a group. Yep, because it's shooting. Okay. And I still fail to do it. This bloody archer. I tell you what.
Charge my spearman into your.
Sure. My fearless leader.
I think, actually, maybe I think technically, like, even though most people wouldn't do this, I think technically it's hindered because
it's going to go.
You have to move like the most direct.
Right.
And if it touches my guy,
yes,
which it will, I think, then it counts as hindered.
Yep.
So I might do it anyway, but I think that you should play it like that. Like that's the way it's supposed to be.
So you get like -1 to your strike roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to move his sword out of the way, but just because like you have to kind of go the most direct route.
Has to be directly straight ahead, doesn't it?
Yeah. Their strike roll is 3 +1 for being a group, so 4 dice.
Okay.
Renyo doesn't give a bonus for strikes. His bonus are for avoids, damage, and tests of honor.
Oh, right.
So I think it's just 4 dice.
Okay.
Oh, nothing's.
Nothing. All blanks. That was terrible for you guys, actually. I think I think Yoshida-san is not very happy about that. Okay, drew my hero counter.
Here we go.
So yeah, I told you I wasn't happy. Now I've got one guy in front of me that's stopping me from getting to your leader, and I'm just gonna charge him.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping to get a critical, kill him, and go straight into your leader. That is terrible.
Yeah.
That's 2 swords, 2 X's, 2 blanks. I've got a bit of everything there.
So you bounce back.
I bounce back an inch.
Follower. So that's only the musket guy or the guy next to. Okay, I'm going to go with this guy. He might make a cautious move, actually.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, he's going to make a cautious move.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
To there.
Yeah. My hero.
Your hero, yeah.
Uh-oh. I can now get a clear.
But it's a test of wits to charge.
Oh, because he's the closest.
He's going to get the closest guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think these guys. Well, they should both be an inch away. So.
Yeah. So
I guess you can choose out of those two if you fail your test of wits. But if you pass it, you can charge. He's passed.
Which I passed.
So you're charging Renyo.
So I'm charging Renyo. This could be it. And then we get 5 dice to strike.
Yeah.
That is a
4.
4. That's a hit.
So I can remove my cautious token.
Now now that's right.
Use
So
my avoid right.
okay.
But it's not done it.
Oh really?
Could be over for him.
Oh my god, that is tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, mate. Sorry about that. So
Let's see.
was
We're
debut.
talking like 6 dice. You need to. I suppose there's the injuries.
6
is one possibility.
Yeah, that's right. You could get you do test of 1.
And let's say if you fail the injury, isn't it? What is this?
Yeah. Well, if I kill you,
do you get the injury?
Then you get the test of 1, then get the injury
okay.
card. Which I've done a critical on you. Yeah.
Critical with is just you get another charge attack basically, isn't it? For the
yes,
damage.
It's the damage. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so now we do the test of honor.
You do your test of honor.
Okay, I've got 6 dice for this.
Okay. Pretty much what I had. Good luck.
Okay, yeah. So the pass the test of honor.
The test of honor. So it means you take an injury card.
I think I just take a blood drop as well. Or
no, I don't believe so. I think you just take the.
You just take the top.
Well, you just take just shuffle
random,
and just take one at random, mate.
Actually, I haven't looked at any of these. I have no idea what they are. But injury, ongoing, 1 battle. The character suffers -1 strength. Okay, can't fight anyway. So
yeah, that's good. Okay,
torso injury.
-1 to avoid would have been really good for the hit.
Yeah.
But, okay. So it means you go back an inch, I follow up.
You have to take another test of... Because you're kind of
of
like
course,
that,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so I've got to make him test of wits again. So it's 5 dice. Yep, passes with flying colours. Then he's in like Flynn, then he rolls 5 dice.
Yep.
And that is another...
Okay, Okay, so this time I take an action counter.
Oh, jeez. Okay, then as he's got actions remaining, and next I'll take an action counter out. That gives him an evade, basically. Which he does.
Yeah, so
he
it's
does.
a critical evade.
Yeah. What's a critical evade do?
Avoid. Oh, maybe
Avoid.
quick jab.
What's he armed with?
The staff.
Staff.
Backhand
strike.
Was that
Wow. We haven't seen a backhand strike yet.
Knocked to the ground.
Attackers knocked to the ground. Holy hell.
Okay.
Gee, you're actually going to be pissed about this. Tell you what. He'll go back an inch and knock to the ground, I take it.
Yes, if the avoid roll is successful, I think that means the attacker goes back an inch. Yeah.
Yep, okay.
I think you're only supposed to be like an inch away from
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a fate counter. So.
Oh, very good. That means it's my turn again. Hopefully to get up.
Yeah, hopefully stand up.
Fake counter.
Fate counter.
Oh,
Okay.
we're one away. This could be terrible for me if I'm still on the ground and you get to attack.
Oh, fate!
Yep, so it means you
Okay.
get to draw, you get to start the next round and probably potentially do me some damage.
We'll see.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so turn 3. So Nick gets to start.
Take 2.
Yeah, take 2.
What could it be? It's a character.
Hey!
Would you believe it?
Okay.
Okay. So definitely Renyo, with his torso injury. So what's he going to do? So he once per turn, he can spend their action to allow a friendly follower within 6 inches to make an action instead.
Okay.
Okay. Or he can just use his own action to do something else. I think he's going to use his action to activate the spearman.
Knock to the ground, +1 dice to strike.
Okay.
Yep.
So my little group has a strike roll of 3+1.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 5 dice. And I've got a critical.
Wow, very good.
It's actually an extra damage dice.
Impale. So +1 to damage roll. Yeah.
So there's that. You can put that on
Okay.
yours. I'm not sure if there's any penalty for being fallen over. I suspect there probably isn't. Do you want to check?
So, I don't think there was. There's nothing I could see on there, mate.
Okay, so your agility is 5.
Yep. Oh, bugger. Damn. Okay. So you go straight through. Do your roll.
So my strength is 4, but I get +1 for the.
Being on the ground?
No, it was for the critical with spears. 3, just enough.
Yep, just enough.
So that means you're going to take an injury.
I've got to take a test of honour.
Oh, sorry, test of honour.
5.
So you're testing 5 dice.
Yep. I passed.
Passed.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So I get an injury card, which is head injury. You paid my head. So -1 wits.
Just the wits, okay. Yeah.
Injury, ongoing, 1 battle. Okay, there we go.
Interesting. Right, so
Alright.
you bounce off
I roll away and
an inch, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's your turn then.
And also you get a blood drop.
I do.
Character.
Okay, character. He gets to get up.
He gets to stand up, but I don't think he can fight, can he? So he stab and move 3 inches.
I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Because I never know. You might draw another one. I've got 1 left, unfortunately,
Yeah.
for this round. But who knows? I might be able to get another counter off and do something next turn.
And it is follower.
Oh, okay.
So I move into here. I'm going to shoot at
Yep, fair
your
enough.
hero. 3.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So then,
Okay.
and that's the you got to take a counter.
My last order.
Actually, 4 is
did
enough. Yeah,
I did it. Okay.
I've got to remember to if I do damage on you, that I get extra dice, don't I?
Yeah, well, at least you actually got to fire him, and he
Yeah, so
he
he's-
actually gets something.
So
I like
he's.
mine.
I need the reload counter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the back
Reload.
of the back of these, isn't it? So do you put it on the guy? Or on the,
Put on the card, mate.
Card
That's fine. So you get to reload next turn before you can fire again.
Okay, and that counter goes on him.
So let's go with the archer. Let's put our trust within him here. Let's see if
So
we
who's
can
he
actually
gonna
hit
shoot?
something.
So who's he going to aim it at?
He's going to aim at this guy here.
You see do you think it's the closest? I
Actually,
think
no, I'll get forward. I'll get an extra dice
plus
for
one,
you.
yeah, for these.
So I might as well do the group.
do you think
Might as well do
who
the
do you think is closest, or do you think they're the same?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. I think they're the same. We can measure.
Shall I measure it?
Yeah, because you get sort of free to measure anyway.
So to them, I think it's 8.5. I think slightly further to him, so
Right.
I think they're closest. So if
Okay.
you want to shoot them, that's fine.
And yep, that's a hit.
But first I have to take an action counter out for them. So these guys have a basic agility of 3 + 1, 4, but then I think Renyo gives friends within 6 inches of the believer
Right.
+1 to avoid
Plus one
rolls.
avoid rolls. Okay.
So that's going to be 5 swords.
3 swords. Okay.
So that's
Get to avoid.
avoid another follower. So he is going to take his action of charging into your
My main man.
main
He's
man.
in the centre of everything, isn't he?
It's a fumble.
Oh, nice.
That's not good for me.
Good stuff.
Strike.
Fumbles. All weapons.
Oh, I think it's
Strike. Counter thrust accident.
So it's supposed to go roll the dice. I think if there's any swords, I take a blood drop. I think.
Opponent rolls 1 dice, 1 or more swords causes 1 blood drop on the attack. I roll it, I think, yeah. Yep, 1 blood drop on you, sir. Naughty fellow.
Not most successful.
So,
Okay.
Follower.
It's like no fates come out.
Yeah.
So last time it was all the fates first, and that's normal.
Okay, I'm going to reload this. Okay,
Yeah.
so that comes off.
My
And,
character.
Character. Oh,
Okay, so he can't attack.
where's he going to run off to this time?
Yeah. Can't be much else. Isn't
Fate counter! Okay,
Yeah.
so we got 1. Okay, so that's 1 out of the bag.
Oh, follow-up. I haven't got any, so you can.
Brilliant. That
You're
must be the spearman.
Finally,
The lonely spearman. Okay. Well, they can move directly out here
Yeah,
to this point.
fate.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
now
I
we can-
reloaded my
Let's
musket.
get the fate.
You keep it there, yeah.
So there should only be a fate and a character left.
Fate!
Mm.
Yay! Okay.
So now
So,
everything goes back in this time.
yeah. Okay, I think this is round 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Fate.
Oh,
That was an early start.
yeah.
Not much
See if I
happening.
get the same. Just end it off. I might just attack you with a spear. The spear
Okay.
group.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the action goes on. Renyo is going to use that as an order to order the spear guys to
Yep.
charge.
Okay.
So those guys fight with 4 dice,
Okay.
3 + 1.
Yep.
And they get a hit.
Oh no, this is not good for me. But at least
You
I've
got,
some-
you got your 3
I've got
actions.
some actions
So
here
you now
to draw out.
shall I draw your
Yep. Because he's unarmored and he's injured, so he's got a
Yeah,
light wound.
So you take that and put that on his.
Yep.
Is it a 6? Yes, because
It's
you're
6.
unarmed.
Yep,
Yep.
you succeeded. Thank goodness.
So that means
Okay.
I get pushed back an inch.
Ooh, thank goodness for that. Okay, let's hope we get a hero counter next turn.
Yeah, so it's your turn to draw a counter.
Follow up. Okay, now we've got the Tepo guy online.
Yep.
I am kind of tempted to just killing this guy off altogether.
Yeah. He's got his avoid roll. So
But these guys don't, so I might actually go against these
no,
guys.
they do actually because that was a free action.
Oh, free action. Oh, buggers.
You still got the choice of whichever. I'm not sure which is closer.
Well, might not activate him then. Let's go with the spearman. Here we come. It's a cavalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Character. That's not really good for me because he's now used already his.
Yeah. Renyo has outdone all his usefulness.
Yeah.
All you can do is run away. And
I want to
cower.
stay within 6 inches of my guys though to help.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So I don't really want to go too much further where he is really.
He's well protected now. Like.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go back to the limits of my 6 inches from that guy, which would be about there, and keep the cautious marker.
Yep.
And then, yeah, that goes on.
Okay, my character. Okay, he's going to... okay, I've got to make a test of honour here.
Just the wits.
Test of wit, sorry, to bypass them to get to him.
If you want to go to him, yeah. And you've lost 1 dice on that for the injury, haven't you?
Okay, -1... -1 wits. I have 2. So that's down to 4 dice.
Okay, so 4 dice to charge the musket man.
Nope.
Jack. That's a fumble. No, was that a jack or was it not a jack?
That's okay.
Okay.
It's failed. So I've got to charge the spearman here.
Okay.
For 5 dice.
Hang on. Yeah, so strikes 5 dice, yeah.
That is a very
Critical.
good strike.
Okay.
It's a critical strike.
Yeah.
Which the strike does extra blood drops.
Yeah, it's extra blood on a light wound.
So you get your avoid roll now?
Yeah, so now I have to take a counter out the bag.
Yep, sorry, there you go.
Checking. So they're going to put that onto their
On the card. Yep.
spearman. So their agility is 3+1, but Renyo gives them a bonus. Yeah, so it's 4 normally, but plus because they're unarmored, and +1 from Renyo being within 6 inches. Oh, critical avoid.
Wow. Okay, that means I fall on my ass again?
No, that was for staffs.
Oh, was it?
So
Okay.
for spears, it could be something else.
Okay.
So a critical avoid.
It's a quick jab, isn't it?
Quick jab, yeah.
Quick jab. Luckily double-sided. Okay.
Yeah, and that means you get pushed back an inch.
I do. Oh, it's not going too well for Yoshida-san.
I have no more actions for those guys. So that's my turn. It is a follower. Okay,
Right.
so reloading the musket guy, maybe. I think I'm going to charge with musket man. Doesn't need to
Oh,
reload.
right.
I think.
Okay. Very good. He's armed with a dagger, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
He's got a strike of 4, which
Yeah,
is
it's not bad,
pretty
yeah.
good for a guy with a musket. So 4 dice. No, it's a fumble.
So he's armed with a dagger, isn't he, or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
A dagger, short sword, quick jab.
I think a strike, a fumble, and a
Fumble,
strike
strike
is
is always a counter thrust
strike
accident.
So you take a dice. Roll that. No, so nothing.
Okay.
So just my bounce off.
Yep.
And that's back to you again.
Right.
Fate.
Fate.
Second fate. Follower. So it's going to be this final guy. He's going to have to charge.
Yep.
Do
Do his best here. Gambario.
3 dice. Strike. Nope. So I bounce off.
Yep.
Oh, your final fate. You call the fate this time.
Get everything. Turn 5.
You're starting because you do the fate.
That's right, you too, yeah. Thank goodness for that. Follower. Okay, now, got the spearman who could follow up. I think maybe I'll go with the spearman, you know.
Yeah.
But I put so much energy now
Yeah,
getting them down
you're
here.
finally going to get there, yeah.
They're finally going to get a charge
Next
in.
time they get
Next time,
charged, yeah.
Okay, we're going to draw that.
Follower.
All right,
I think I'll charge the spearman in.
charge the spearman in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll take their action to charge.
Yep. Okay.
Critical.
Wow.
Okay, so you'll need to take your dodge.
Yep. Yep.
So your agility is 6.
Yeah. You can
I'll,
just
I'll
take
get your
counter
counter.
from
Yeah.
that, We
Oh,
didn't do
fumble.
it. We fumbled it.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, this could be the end.
Yeah, that might be actually. That's a
This could be
terrible
the end for him. Okay.
So when you avoid,
Oh, right,
you
lost footing.
footing.
You're right, lost footing.
so you just basically end up falling over.
For the damage. But you get two extra dice for the.
And
the
also, I
black
got
box.
a critical on my strike.
Plus unarmored.
Yeah. So the spear gives you a +1.
Gets
for
an
the
extra
critical.
dice. How many dice are you rolling now?
So it would normally be 4,
Yeah.
but 5, 6,
8?
7, 8. I
My
think 8.
goodness. You can do it now, Nick. Do you need more dice?
Wow, 8 dice. Okay,
That's
so it's a
enough
critical.
to get him.
Yeah.
That's it. It's game over. My
No,
friend.
oh yeah, because you don't get another.
That's
yeah.
it. He gets only one injury,
Yeah.
and after that, that's what basically a wound, and after that, he's dead. Okay, so well done, mate. Well done.
That's very lucky.
The Rebels won the day. So well done, mate. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that, and I hope
It's
you.
good fun, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, mate. I thought that maybe he was going to go on a big run and just start
Yeah, well,
murdering
he was,
people. You know,
yeah,
left, right, and
I
centre.
was surprised how easily he cut down 3 guys.
Yeah.
in one action.
Yeah.
Yeah, he certainly could have done the same again.
Yeah.
But
So.
sometimes 6 dice, gives you nothing, and sometimes it
Yep.
does what you'd expect.
All right, so we'll go that. So we need to record everything for the campaign,
Right.
and carry on I think maybe our wounds get carry on or something like that. We'll get to set up the second game, and record that. So hopefully you've enjoyed this first foray into Test of Honor and the first clash, which is the first scenario. And I know the second one is going to kind of like an objective grabbing one, which should be fun. So centering on about 3 buildings in the center here. But more sake should be drunk before the second one, so we'll come back in the future and show you that. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and please let us know in the comments if you enjoyed the battle report today.